reason. No reason. A lot of them. A lot of them. Waiting until he sits down. That took a bit. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the South College DPT White Coat Ceremony for the June class of 2027. I'm Dr. Jill Seal. I'm the program director here at South College DPT in Knoxville. On behalf of the faculty and our administrative staff, I welcome all of you to this important ceremony, and I thank you for sharing this moment with us. We're honored to have you all acknowledge and celebrate this milestone for these students. Thanks for being here for them. The White Coat Ceremony is a big milestone for each of you all here in this middle section. You had your acceptance into the program, you came to orientation, you survived quarters 1 through 4, right? That was hard. We can acknowledge that. And now we take a pause to acknowledge your growth, your mastery, and your preparedness for clinical practice. So why do we put a white coat on you? Why do we have this ceremony of placing the white coat on you? Why do we mark your preparedness for clinical practice by having you put on this white coat? The American Medical Association explains the symbolism of the white coat, I think, really effectively. So rather than tell you what I think, I'm just going to quote them. The white coat is a universal symbol of professionalism, empathy, and the immense trust placed in healthcare professionals. It represents a commitment to scientific integrity, ethical practice, and compassionate care for vulnerable patients during their most critical moments. I think that's really important and a lot to unpack, so I'm going to read it one more time. And you all with the white coats, I want you to think about you being cloaked in the words that I'm reading. Listen closely. The white coat is a universal symbol of professionalism, empathy, and the immense trust, that's a big one, right? That's placed in healthcare professionals. It represents a commitment to scientific integrity, ethical practice, and compassionate care for vulnerable patients during their most critical moments. So this is not to be taken lightly. The white coat is an outward-facing symbol of your commitment to excellence, your worthiness of trust, and your promise to act in the best interest of those that you serve. In a few moments, when you come up on stage and we slip that white coat around your shoulders, you're doing much more than just putting on a coat. You're saying to those that are going to come your way, those who will seek your care, that you're ready to really listen and really see them, that you're ready to give them your very best, the best of all you've learned, combined with genuine caring and empathy. You're telling that person in need of healing and support that you can be trusted and you can be relied upon. You're committing to do the right thing over and over again. So to be clear, this is a significant milestone, worthy of big celebration. But this is a party that comes with expectations and a call to action. So celebrate your accomplishments that you've made thus far. You've earned a big celebration. But it also asks for you to take the time for some thoughtful contemplation about the commitment and the responsibility required when you put on the white coat. So to help us kick off our celebration, we've asked one of our adjunct faculty to share her thoughts and experiences with you. Many of you know Dr. Audrey Sherrills. She's a graduate of South College DPT Knoxville from the class of 2018. She was in our second cohort of students to graduate from our program. Because Dr. Sherrills understands the importance of lifelong learning, not long after she finished her degree with us, she went on to get an orthopedic residency in 2020, and that same year she returned to South College as adjunct faculty, and she's taught several courses each year since that time. Dr. Sherrills has a vast amount of clinical experience in a wide variety of practice settings and is really involved in community service here in the local Knoxville area. And she manages all those things with 2 little kids that we were just talking about. I can't even imagine. And in thinking about this ceremony, we really feel that Dr. Sherrills is a great representation of professionalism and someone with a high standard for excellence in patient care. And I can really think of no one better to provide some coaching on the eve of you heading out into that first clinical. So, Dr. Sherrills, I will welcome you to the stage. We look forward to your day.
I know some of you guys. I've taught some of you guys. Hi, girl. So she said she can't imagine how I do it. Me neither. I don't. I also don't know. So thank you to South College and Dr. Seal for allowing me to be here. It really is a full circle moment for me. This was my South College. So Bridgewater was where I did all of my labs, all of my teachings, all of my everything was in this room. The lights were not as pretty. They felt very cloudy and scary at times, and I think that, you guys sitting next to each other here really is a big deal, and it's very special, and you'll remember all the good, all the bad that you guys have done from your schooling. So we used to come up here, we'd walk down into our practical, we called them correctional officers. They didn't know that, they know that now. But we had our partners, we'd come down during practical settings. We said we were in our holding cells up there, and that a guard was letting us out for recreation. So that's kind of how we got through the nerves of practicals. But this is where I learned, and this is where I graduated from. So, and really, those jitters never go away. It doesn't matter, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, clinical life, the jitters really never go away. You get smarter, just a little bit, hopefully. Quicker on your feet, quicker on your toes, faster to answer some questions, and a little more confident in where you're standing and how you're presenting yourself. So really, being able to be in a position here, I call it that we're getting ready for the wild. That's how I call my patients, or tell them that I'm getting them ready for the wild. Stairs, regular life for them, but within these 4 walls, right, we're getting you ready for the wild, for the unexpected, for the unknown. And I think this is really a journey that you guys will remember forever. And this is, I keep up with the people that I learned from. We're colleagues now. And, obviously they've asked me to come back here. So speaking to the relationships that you'll build in this program, I think are gonna push you through clinical practice more than you've ever imagined. Because school really, I think this really is just the foundation. You're really just scratching the surface for how you're going to present yourselves and the bridges that you're going to build as you guys graduate. So the good part about it is that you don't have to be great to earn a white coat, right? You don't have to be perfect. You need to be willing to learn, willing to make mistakes. We want you guys to make the mistakes. We want you guys to work and think. Use your brains, ask the questions, and not know, and be okay with being uncomfortable. It's really not because you have to be the brightest in the bunch. And that coming from undergrad to here, that's a really big hurdle to jump over, is to recognize that you're not competing with one another anymore. You're really trying to build each other into clinicians that are going to grow the profession, that may be treating your parents, your grandparents one day. So you guys are building each other and competing against the wild, right, of the world, and really trying to build our profession. So I want to do something a little different and really just encourage you guys to feel. So if you can imagine, and everybody can do this, but if you can imagine what makes you unique, like right this second, in this season of life, what makes you unique? How do you set yourself apart? It doesn't have to be PT related. Maybe you're the most phenomenal, multitasking, carrying babies mom and dad you've ever seen. Maybe you're the best Pokemon Go player in 100 miles from here, or the only. So you have to be the best. I've never played, not a day in my life. I've never played Pokemon Go. Your superpower, you have to figure out what your superpower is. So if I share mine, aside being from a really cool mom, and wrangling my kids together every day, is adaptability. I can walk into a room and I can adapt. It doesn't matter what room that is. I'm in home health now. I just treated a patient the other day. I walked into his house, what I thought was just the outside, and I was in a shed, and it was his house. And we sat, and I made him feel like he lived in a palace. And I adapt. You meet people where they're at. And then I come here tonight, and we're in a formal, informal setting, and I can adapt. Or I'm in rooms where I never thought I would be in with people that cower over my bank account, or my feasly little bank account. But I'm in these rooms that I'm networking in, and I can adapt. So that, in this season, is my superpower. So what's yours? You got to figure that out. So we're going to do something here. And everybody can do this, but you guys, I want you to close your eyes. Think of your superpower and what that means. You guys are getting ready to go into clinicals. So what does that look like? Your superpower, you're going in, whether you're going to a skilled nursing, acute care setting, doesn't matter where you're going. You're trying to find your CI. You're trying not to vomit. Right? You're trying to keep it all together. You debrief, talk to your CI, get to know each other, and then in 30 minutes, you're walking into a room with your superpower, right, whatever that is, with your superpower, you're walking into the room, and you have to meet somebody who may be having the worst day of their life in that moment. You spend 30 minutes, you walk into another room, and you are meeting another person that's having the worst day of their life, potentially. You do that 6 times over, right? You walk out, you debrief again with your CI, you go to your car, and you finally breathe. Whether you're holding your breath for 8 hours or not, I was, but you can finally breathe. And then come back to the room here, and you still have your superpower. So if we bring ourselves back, and we understand how many moments during that time that you have to lose your superpower, that you can, whatever makes you unique, you can lose that in a matter of seconds going into somebody's room that needs everything that you've got from them. So if we think about where our patients are at, and they have come to us lost, they've come to us at their lowest, they don't know what their superpower is, they don't know what makes them unique. They're in a room with 4 walls, and they are not in the wild, but they've lost themselves. And so we have to find out what's unique about them. How do I pull that out of them? How do I show them who I am and use my superpower to bring their superpower out? And you do that 6 times a day, 8 times a day, over and over and over. But if you don't recognize what your superpower is in that moment, then you're gonna lose what the purpose is, I think, and we're gonna lose our patients. So I'm big on individuality. I'm big on speaking up. I'm off script. This is what I'm big on. I'm really big on people presenting themselves for who they are. And you guys, this is a ceremony for you all to bask in, to really feel, like you said, cloaked in these words. You guys are here as professionals, not because you're the smartest in the bunch, but you probably are because I taught you a couple things. But you are prepared. You're smart. You're witty. You think on your toes. You guys are prepared. You have the energy and you have everything that you need to go forward and to walk into somebody's room that's having the worst day of their life, and to give them a little bit of hope as they come out and walk out of those four walls, hopefully with you walking out. But meeting people where they're at is your superpower, and you figure out how to weave that in. If it changes in 5 years, it changes. If it changes in 50 years, it changes. You use your superpower to the best of your ability. You stand tall, right? We may not be tall on every day, but unless you're 6'1", trying to win the tall competition up here. You stand tall, you wear your coats proud, and you guys treat patients well. Thank you, guys.
Thanks so much, Dr. Sherrills. I'm going to challenge you students. This always happens. We never talk about what we're going to talk about. We never share notes about what we're speaking about, whoever's up here on the stage. But I want y'all to start looking at the themes that you're going to hear, because I'm guessing you're going to hear some things repeated pretty frequently. And like we always tell you, when you hear us say something more than once, it's probably important and you should probably remember it, right? So that's just your little challenge for the rest of the evening. So now it is my great honor to welcome our student speaker of the evening, Emily Haaksma.
Somebody wrote on my paper, "You will do great," smiley face. Thank you. Let's start by taking a few breaths together. Yeah, okay. That's what these ones wanted to do. So if you don't want to do this, that's fine. You can just like sit and not breathe. But you can either have your eyes open or closed. I'm going to close my eyes. And any air you have in your body, just go ahead and exhale it all out. And then inhale through your nose. Pause at the top of the breath, and exhale out of your mouth. Good, we're gonna do it 2 more times. Inhale through your nose. Pause at the top of the breath, and sigh it out. Last one, inhale through your nose. This time a little bit of a bigger sigh. Okay, that's the whole speech. I'm just kidding. When I first began this program, I wondered how much I would have in common with my peers. I'm slightly older, not a lot, but slightly, and from an obnoxiously niche small city in North Carolina. And I approached the start of school with kind of a resignation to simply get through it and actually just not make any enemies along the way. I could not have been more pleasantly surprised by how I feel about this outstanding group of people. Sure, it's true that many of us across the cohort are very different from each other, often in ways we are too polite and professional to ever address. We come from many corners of the country and span 2 generations. However, as the months have slipped by, I can say with certainty that we, all 90-odd of us, have created an incredibly strong bond of shared experience and camaraderie. We support each other, we are kind, we are honest, and if we ever fail to be any of those things, which is human and natural, we recover by being better than before. This relationship with nearly 100 online friends, turned camp friends, turned colleagues that you meet quarterly at a very high-stakes conference, is without a doubt the reason I have managed to make it through the program. And it's important to note that one of the qualifying features of being a good physical therapist is forging connections across difference and difficulty. We are career relationship builders, and due to personal experience, I have full confidence that you all are incredible at that skill. I've spoken to many of you about how isolating an accelerated hybrid doctorate program is. And even though we all technically knew what we were signing up for, many of us have worn thin at various times. In my opinion, those times were the most valuable. Not necessarily because of the mountains of content learned, but because of the windows it offered into the lives of our future patients. Let's face it, people come to PT because they are suffering. And while I'm certainly not claiming that none of you all suffered prior to coming to this program, I'm actually encouraging you to try and remember the hard days of didactic as you enter clinical practice. This connection with your own experience of challenge is going to help you find the pulse between you and the patient as they do a very hard thing. As we know, our patient is not their diagnosis. They're the human being sitting, or in acute care lying, in front of you with a whole entire storyline that brought them up to this point. And you are not a robot medical practitioner or AI. So the same is true for you. And when you think about it like that, about how everything has aligned for you to end up in the same room with this wonderful individual, how lucky are you to have all this extensive book learning so that you can support them on their way to a healthier, less painful life? A job is a job, certainly. And there will be days in clinicals and beyond into your career where you are overwhelmed, fed up, or just plain tired of it. My request for you is to stay open. Think about day 12 of quarter 3 lab, and the way that laughing deliriously at a friend's joke, or hearing a life-altering clinical pearl from a professor, or just taking the initiative to step into the hallway for a moment and breathe mindfully might have grounded you. And remember, there is always something you can do to connect to your purpose, just like there is always something you can do to help your patient, even if it's simply listening to their story. To the folks who join us in this room today, from family to faculty, thank you for your never-ending support. And to all the people in this room who have been a mock patient in a video assignment upwards of 20 times, you're the real ones. That's a shout out to August. And to the class of June 2027, every single one of you is so special, and I am so proud of you. Let's go crush clinicals.
See, I was right. She did do great, right? So now's what we're here for, the presentation of the white coats. So if I could get Dr. Catrone to come on up to call the names. And then if you could just follow Ms. Aycock's directions, we will get this party started.
Khadija Adams. Asher Ager. Kelly Alford. Brianna Anthony. Michael Ariola. Miruna Avram. Haley Baggett. Caitlin Ballantyne. Erin Ballantyne. Mackenzie Bannister. Christian Bass. Janice Bell. Ellie Bono. Merwin Brannon. Sally Brannon. Autumn Brooks. Lauren Brooks. Kenzie Brown. Brendan Bunzel. Sarah Bullock. Jessica Cherto. Aaron Shem. Ariel Chisholm. Jessica Croteau. Maverick Kennigan. Christine Kirby. Braden Simbalak. Emma Deppeler. Adrian Diaz. Garen Dishman. Tabitha Thury. Andrew Escola. Molly Feldman. Isaiah Fell. Eric Geswine. Haley Gilbert. William Gladson. Cindy Gonzalez. Emily Haxma. Kiana Hansen. Lainey Harper. Alexandra Harris. Jesse Harvey. Brittany Hassenplug. Sydney Hillary. Madison Hodges. Colton Horner. Jackson Howell. Chase Huff. Jennifer Hutchings. Natalia Irwin. David Joyner. Tight pecs. Jasmine Geron. Skylar Cashman. Audrey Kim. Rachel King. Brenna Kramer. Alexis Lemke. Grace Lougheed. Jose Marufo. George Mayorga. Brianna McCabe. Red McDonald. McKenna McGuire. Benjamin Mead. Hunter Morris. Hunter Owens. JC Quast. Derek Reed. Justin Reed. Jenna Russell. Ashley Salem. Owen Savage. Emily Sawyer. Abigail Schlabach. Anna Schmidl. JC Schroeder. Benjamin Gipley. Tristan Shirley. Jeb Schuler. Kaylin Simons. Tyler Smith. Mark Snyder. Anthony Susi. Lydian Stubblefield. Mohammed Tahir. Maya Thomas. Colin Weymouth. Joshua Wagey. Marianne Whithop. Carly Wilson. Hunter Edmond. In absentia, Alice Abdo and Michael Yogi.
Let's give everybody one more big round of applause. I was so excited to get to the student speaker and to the white coats that I forgot that the faculty want to say a few words to you. So let's roll the footage first from faculty who aren't here.
So coming to you from afar, I miss you all so much. Congratulations for all of the amazing work that you have put in to get to where you are. I know it has not been an easy journey, but all of you are incredibly talented and amazing, and I can't wait to see what you do in your first clinical rotation. I know that you are bringing so many of the skills that you have learned in all of your classes into each setting that you'll be in, but wherever you go, I'm most excited about the kindness and the compassion that y'all have brought to the classroom and that I know you'll bring into the clinic, and I can't wait to hear about your adventures as student physical therapists. Congrats again, and big hugs to you all, and I can't wait to see you again soon.
Hey team, just wanted to pass along this message here. Just super excited for you all to finally get to the point now where you're actually going to get into clinic. So you've spent all this time, the first 4 quarters, really kind of learning everything you possibly could to get you ready for this moment. And I know that it's been exhausting. I'm sure that you have been fatigued. I'm sure that you're at a point where you're like, kind of, what am I doing? Why am I doing all this? But now this is where it all matters. This is where you now take all that information that you just learned and you're now going to apply it to actual humans. And so you get this opportunity to kind of walk side by side with these individuals and really help them move forward. And you're going to do that. And even the little things, no matter how small you might think that they are, no matter how much you might think that they're meaningless, they're meaningful, believe me. And people are going to really take that information and they're going to really get better. They're going to grow. They're going to achieve things that they never thought possible. So don't think that even those small interactions don't matter, because they do. And you're never going to really truly understand how much they matter to somebody. You might hear back 5 years down the road and say, hey, that interaction you had with me, that thing you told me, that thing you said to me, that thing you showed me how to do really changed my life. So don't underestimate that. So really excited, super proud of you all for making it to this point. Can't wait to hear all the stories that you have, and good luck, and look forward to seeing you on the other end.
Hey everyone, this is Dr. G here. It's been a little while since I've seen you all in Q1. I just want to say congratulations, and it's been so incredible seeing your growth throughout all the quarters as you've gradually expanded from a basic physiology course learned with me in Q1 to applied principles of patient care. I'm incredibly proud of the way that you all have been engaged in your learning and been able to drink through the incredible fire hose of PT school. All right, now here comes the fun part, clinic. This is where you really get to synthesize everything you've learned and apply it to real patients. You know, the best part of being a PT is seeing the huge impact you make, whether that's helping someone recover from a surgery that just completely took them out, teaching somebody to manage a chronic pain condition, or helping someone get up and walk for the first time in a hospital. Remember, this is why you've spent so many nights studying when you could have been spending with friends or family or sleeping. I also want to say there's going to be plenty of highs in the clinic, but there will also almost certainly be some lows too. Remember that your faculty and peers here at South are still with you, so we're only ever a text, phone call, or email away. You'll never have to be in this alone. So again, best of luck to everyone on clinicals, and congratulations again on making it.
Hi, everyone. Congratulations on your white coat ceremony. I seriously cannot believe we are already here and you are on your way to your first clinical rotations. It feels like time has flown by, but I have absolutely no doubt you are all ready to experience the clinical side of our profession, and I am so excited to see what you all do with it. Remember to stay curious and find every opportunity to learn and grow throughout this experience. I can't wait to hear all about it when you return. Go out there and be great. Good luck, and I'll see you soon.
Happy white coat ceremony, you guys. Y'all have worked hard to be here, and we are super excited that you guys are about to be out in the wild, out in the clinic. A couple of things. So first, I would say just try to approach your time in the clinic with curiosity. Now is a great time to ask questions, observe other disciplines, get your hands on equipment that you haven't seen before. Just approach your experience with an air of curiosity. Now's the time. The other thing I'll just remind you guys of is that your CI is not a professor. So y'all are used to being given a lot of information, and you might have to sort of advocate for yourself and your learning style and how you best metabolize information for yourself out in the clinic. I also bring that up because you guys might get some different answers to questions. So there's the textbook answer and there's maybe the real world answer, and understanding, being able to embrace some of those shades of gray that you guys might come across in the clinic. And the last thing I'll say that other faculty have already told you guys, reminded you guys of, and that's just that we're here for y'all. So y'all are out in the wild, but we are still a phone call, a text, an email away. Y'all's victories are our victories, so we do want to hear how things are going in the clinic. We want to hear your stories, HIPAA appropriate, of course, but we want to just share in that experience and share in your learning. So go out with curiosity, soak up all you can, and look forward to hearing y'all's stories from the clinic.
Well, hello, everyone. I just wanted to say congratulations. Congratulations to you all for all that you've achieved to get to this point in the program. You've all put in a ton of work, and you've all put in a ton of time. You've all really accepted the responsibility and the commitment and the accountability that it takes to get to this point in the program. As you head out into clinic, remember that your patients expect you to listen to their stories, and they expect you to help them achieve their goals. Your clinical instructors do not expect perfection, and they do not expect you to know it all. They simply expect you to come prepared, demonstrate a strong level of learning and a commitment to learning. They expect you to ask questions, and they expect you to seek feedback. As you head out onto clinic, know that you're prepared and know that we are cheering for you and here to support you every step of the way.
Hello, I want to congratulate you guys on making it this far in your academic career. A little more than halfway done with PT school, but great job making it. Good luck on your clinicals. Make sure to go in there, go into your clinicals on time, eager to learn and with confidence. Make sure you have fun and ask lots of questions. Good job.
Hey, everybody. Congratulations. It's White Coat Ceremony. Such an exciting time, and I am sorry I'm not there to celebrate in person, but I am there in spirit. So we're really excited for you to take off on your first clinical education rotation, start applying all this great information that you've learned over the past year. I think you guys are all going to do great. You've worked really hard and you're ready for this next step. Don't worry about knowing everything. You'll figure it out along the way. Just show up prepared every morning, be ready to learn, and give it your best effort. And we're all here. If you need anything, just reach out. And remember that all of us had a first rotation. All the faculty, your CI, all the PTs that are at your site, everybody had a first rotation. And I actually still remember some nervousness and some great stories from that experience. So if you're in my coaching group, I'll see you at midterm. But for everybody else, have a great rotation, and we'll see you back in Q6.
Hey team, Dr. Butler here. Congratulations on your White Coat Ceremony. It's been a pleasure getting to know and work with your cohort since last quarter, Q4, and now here we are, Q5, Pharmacology. We get to hang out once a week or so and talk about drugs. How cool is that? At least could be worse, right? Could be talking about wounds. Just saying. And so I hope you soak it all in. Soak in tonight and all that you've accomplished so far in our program. Soak in the fact that this is your second to last lab immersion with each other. And know that PT1 is just around the corner. You're finally going to work with human beings, what you've been training for all along. And if you're nervous, know that nerves are normal. It means that you care. You're about to do something you've never done before. And patients don't care if you have all the answers on the spot. They care that you care. So be present with them. Ask lots of questions. Ask too many questions. Be curious. Go look things up. Bring that information back to them. That's what they care about, and you are more than ready to do that. And Dr. Gentry and I want to celebrate with you. So because we can't be there tonight, we decided to, about a month from now, on Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern, hold a mandatory celebration. So can't wait. See you there.
Hey team. For a minute there, I thought Dr. Seal was going to skip the faculty information. I was like, do y'all think you can get by without us lecturing to some degree tonight? But anyways, I am so proud and so excited to see all of you in these seats. It feels like just yesterday I was reviewing your applications for admission. Says Rose. So my Mama Bear heart is just so happy to see you at this stage. A lot of you in your application said, why do you want to be a PT? And you wrote, I want to help people, right? Or I want to make people move better, feel better. And I hope by this point in the program you realize it's so much more than that, okay? You already heard about your superpower tonight, but I want you to even tap into the power that you have. As you step out into the clinic, you have the power to touch people. You have the power to help people. You have the power to help someone get to goals of walking their daughter down the aisle or picking their grandkids up off the floor or meeting a new PR for their athletic sport, right? That's the power that you hold. But the most important power that you have as you jump into clinicals is your power to listen. Listen to your CI, listen to your patients. They are your single greatest teachers. And like many of the faculty have already said, and I will say it as well, my Mama Bear heart doesn't end because you now have a white coat. So please reach out. Call, text, email. We want to hear the successes. We also want to hear you out on your not so good days, because they're going to happen, okay? But we are here to support you at every step along the way. So congratulations.
All right, so I've been thinking since the first speaker and the second and the third, how I'm gonna pivot, because they've all said something that I would have said to you. So the themes do persist. I shared with you all last week a little bit about challenges we had getting my mom the care that she needed, and the root problem was the therapy documentation, right? So please, go take pride in your documentation, as much pride as you do with all the other pieces of your patient care. You are great relationship builders. You have the best possible toolbox at this point that's just gonna keep growing, and you are bringing good hearts with you. So even though the documentation is not the most fun, and lots of these systems aren't built ideally for therapists in mind, please document the need so that your loved one or someone else's loved one gets the care that they need, all right? You've got what it takes. You're gonna hear about your peers in amazing facilities with lots of equipment, and then you're gonna hear about your peers in home care with all the equipment that you can find in your own home or less, right? And you're gonna be creative regardless. So just remember that you've got the toolbox and the heart. Now go out there and stay humble, learn, and make the difference.
Man, look at you guys. This is awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations. So I'm thinking about the words that I can share with you today, and I can't think of anything more than swiping some words from Dr. Seuss, okay? So here you go, all right? You're off to great places, okay? Today is your day. You've got mountains awaiting, so get on your way. You have brains in your head, you've got feet in your shoes. You can steer the course any way you choose. Okay, so here's one last recommendation. As you choose the experiences you're getting ready to have, choose to be fat. What does that mean? Right? Fat is flexible, adaptable, teachable. Okay? So choose to be fat. Let your intuitiveness go. Be creative, let it flow. That's my own words, not Dr. Seuss. Yeah, I thought so, yeah. All right, so trust your hands when your heart and your head muddy the waters. Choose to leave the places that you're going and the people that you meet a little bit better than you found them, and let that positive impact be your statement. Congratulations on where you are. Finish strong. It's game time.
Hey! I did not rehearse a speech, although I was thinking while I was sitting there, I was like, well, I had 27 hours in the airport. I really should have thought of something on my way to come here. But no, congratulations to all of you. I just think back, I've had quite a few quarters with y'all, pretty much every one that you've had so far. No, I was just thinking, so I'll be honest with you, when I was a student, I had a really hard time receiving feedback. So for those type A perfectionists, I'm with you. And the best and hardest advice that I received was when I was a resident doing my neuro residency. And it was first week of orientation, super nervous, didn't want to screw up. And one of my mentors told me that my job as a resident or a student was to be a sponge. And I had to take all the feedback in. There was no good feedback, no bad feedback. It's just all feedback. And you take what you want because it's going to be helpful to you, whether it doesn't feel super great in the moment or whether it feels really good in the moment. It's all just feedback. So that is the advice that I will pass on to you. Go be sponges. And I'll see y'all in the morning.
All right, team. So good to see you again. I need to put things in context for everyone else, not the ones in the middle. I am the Director of Student Affairs for the DPT program. So I have the privilege to prepare them when they come through our doors here at Parkside and go through orientation. So I remember these faces looking a little different back then as they look today, but it is great to see that you guys are ready to what I usually start my classes with, is start with the end in mind. You probably remember that, right? Well, this is not the end, this is just halfway, but in a way it is the end, because in a week from now, what is the ultimate result? What is your why you are here? It's basically to see patients, to help people, and you're going to do a phenomenal job. One thing that I would like to do as well is for you to make sure that you recognize everybody here in this room. Go ahead. So dads, please raise your hand. Do I have any dads in the room? Yeah? I'm your backup here. When they are in town, I'm your backup. If they need anything, I am there to make sure that they have everything that they need to be successful. And my goodness, you look successful already. But remember, tonight is about you. In a week from now, it is not. It's about your patients, all right? So give it all. So please stand, and we're going to recite the oath together. Yes, it becomes formal again. As a physical therapist dedicated to providing the highest quality care and services, I solemnly and willingly state, I will respect the rights and dignity of all individuals who seek my services or with whom I practice, engage in a meaningful, compassionate, and empathetic manner in all aspects of my services, hold myself and my colleagues to the highest principles of our profession's moral, ethical, and legal conduct, collaborate with colleagues within the outside of the profession by providing optimal care that improves the lifestyle of patients and clients we serve, enhance my practice through lifelong acquisition and application of knowledge, skills, and professional behavior, participate in efforts and meet physical therapy and healthcare needs of my local community and beyond. With this pledge, I freely accept the responsibility that accompany the practice of physical therapy. Congratulations.
All right, team, grab a quick seat. We will wrap up. I promise we're close. I just want to say a couple of final things. Man, y'all look really good. Yeah. You look ready. You look, and I hope you will stay looking, full of curiosity and passion and dedication and knowledge and skill. Are you nervous? Are you excited? Yeah. Are you feeling a little bit of imposter syndrome? Yeah. I'd say you're right where you need to be then. If those are all the things that you're feeling, you're right where you need to be. You should be nervous. Being a student physical therapist is taking on responsibility for others in big ways and in small ways. Your actions change lives. Should you be excited? Absolutely. You're finally getting to put your training into action. Will you know everything? As people have already mentioned, no. I guarantee you will be very surprised at how much you do know. Will you make mistakes? For sure, right? Respond to those mistakes with humility and a growth mindset. Failure isn't a lack of ability, but it's an inevitable and actually invaluable opportunity for learning, improvement, and increased effort. All these feelings that you're experiencing right now are really fertile ground for learning and growth, so embrace them. Start now to build your confidence and to trust yourself. Continue to lean into the difficulty and the uncertainty. Continue to learn daily. Answer questions, even if you aren't confident about the answer. Ask questions. Seek what you need to get better each day. Appreciate everything that your patients and your clinical instructor give you. Celebrate your patients' victories, no matter how small. Celebrate your own victories. I know there'll be a lot of those. Placing these white coats on you signifies that our trust in you, that we trust you. We trust and believe that you have the knowledge and the skill to safely and effectively deliver care. It's our trust and belief that you'll conduct yourself with the utmost professionalism, respecting and honoring those for whom you provide care and upholding the core values that you've been taught. This is us saying to you all, you've got this. So go into your first clinical proud of all that you've learned and accomplished and humbled by all you still need to know. Remember your why, do the right thing, and honor and value the trust that's placed on you and in you because you wear the white coat. To everyone else, thank you all for being here tonight and helping us honor and celebrate these students. We are so proud to be a part of their journey. Let's have one more round of applause. Yeah. Okay, student physical therapist, enjoy, but remember you have class that starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. All right? Y'all have a good evening. Thank you all for coming.